Alrighty, we have an exciting new video on Skookum Games, The Pedestrian, and it is a pretty neat little platformer puzzle game. I have been playing it since it got announced and released on Game Pass, so I'm pretty excited. I made it through the first 2 levels approximately. I'm almost done with the last puzzle on the second level. There is no dialogue for the game, but that is okay. Here we go. Make ourselves a male character, and we just start walking. And one of the neat things about this is that every achievement is tied to a level. So as you are completing the level, this one being the warehouse, it shows you that you need to start and connect the puzzles. Connect the doors to be able to move on. So we're in our little tutorial. I thought at first when I first started playing that I was going to die there for falling, but luckily you can drop through. The puzzles did get extremely more complex to where they were multiple screens as I was passing through, which became more and more fun. And so here we have one where it is multiple. So you get our different lines here, and this one, and we'll go to this one. So as you can see here, we have solid lines. That means you can pass through and it is open. So we go through here, and this is a concept that applies to all of the connections. Here we're going to see how it works with ladders. This one. And so as I connect them, you can see the ladder actually grow a little bit to let you know that it is a fully fleshed out puzzle and completed. Overall, I do like the aesthetic of the game in that it is simple in its sort of charm with the puzzles, but the puzzles do get very difficult and provide that sort of challenge. In fact, when reviewing the achievements, again, with each one being its own level, I will probably, due to my lack of puzzling skill, have to wait for a guide before I can fully complete it. But I did make it through the first level and almost the second level without having to use any guides, so I was actually pretty proud of myself, especially for a new game where none really exist. Alright, so as you can see, we are starting to get a little bit more complex. We're starting to have keys. We're starting to have, locks, doors, ladders, jumps, all the different sort of components needed to make and expand into a pretty decent sized puzzle. Oops. Sometimes I do wish I was playing these on mouse and keyboard instead of with a controller, but we make do. As you can see there, again, the ladder increases. So to get Y, back out, drop down, pick up our key, jump, 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 open the door, use the key, jump up the ladder, and we are moving on. And again, this process just repeats itself. The first level, I'm working on trying to get it completed here for you so you can get an idea of approximately how long each level is. So, yeah. This one. Okay, so this one. Oh, this one. Here we go. Okay, so one thing I know is that I need to go here. Go here, and you don't have to lay them out so that they all match up. You can just have them crossed, which does make the game even easier. If I had to be like packing or unpacking and get everything in a set specific spot, I would never get these done. Okay. So drop down. I like it. I really like it. It's one of my favorite puzzle games that I've played in quite a bit. Usually games like the Super Meat Boys, things like that, where they're fast-paced and really difficult. Those are really even less so my jam, but I really like this one. And even without a guide, I will probably play it. I may see if my wife can help me out, because again, I'm pretty bad at these. Whee! We're almost done, if I recall correctly. We're making pretty good progress. Ah, yes, this one. This one actually took me a good bit of time to figure out that we needed to cross these because of how these open up. And I will show you why here in just a moment. So go in here, turn that one on, which gets that one moving. Come in here, turn this one on, which gets that one going. Boop, boop. And there we go. Embarrassing how long that one initially took me. This puzzle, again, sort of elevator. You get the elevator to come down to you, and then the elevator goes up with up on the joystick. I don't know if the D-pads work. Let's try that. That'd be interesting. Let's see here. Okay, we'll just connect here. I think that'll work. If that works. Whoop. And that's an important note. As you're dragging, if it no longer works and is connected, dashed line. Solid line, but when it does not work, dashed line. Alright, let's try here. Okay, so it does appear that the D-pad also works. It's a little bit more delayed than using the joystick, which I'm a little unsure as the reasoning why, but we work with it. But I'm glad I could figure it out for us. So again, that's just going through the warehouse puzzle here. We are almost outside, so there's one puzzle left before the end of the level. I'll leave you guys here. So the game has recently been added to Game Pass. It was added today as a day one ad, which is pretty nice. If you did want to purchase it, it is $19.99. I'll add the link to the Xbox store in the description. Thank you guys, and I hope you have a great night.